Hello and welcome back to the 4th episode of Dreadplay Civilization Beyond Earth. Now, in the last episode we managed to settle Rupert's Land, which, looking back on it, was kind of a silly idea. I mean, Avalon could have stayed, but when Rupert Land grows, we're going to take a hell of a happiness penalty. Now, as I haven't really decided on an affinity yet, we're probably going to let tactical robotics tick down, as we really want that sort of Rhodes and Magrail's bonus to free up some energy. But after that, we're probably going to go straight for genetic design. Yeah, because of the gene god. Now that will basically mean that we can get an extra 2 health in our cities, and that'll help us expand, which is a very good thing. The problem is, we still need to get 2 purity to use it, which means we need to research alien genetics and genetic mapping, as those are the 2 quickest from where I'm sitting. Now, anyway, we're getting that tactical robotics tick down, simply because we're going to need that, as that supremacy will add up to the XP. But after that, it's just going to be purity. We're going to be so pure you can't sell it. Anyway, we basically need to get some extra health out in the wild before we can really do anything. So we're going to redivert that all workers to Avalon Station. So if we can get that Cyto nursery up a bit quicker, then shit should be much more effective. Production focus, yeah, we've stagnated, but we'll get it done in 15 turns. And 15 turns is better than 19 turns when every turn matters in this case. Let's keep them rolling low. Now we'll stack the Rangers just outside Rupert's Land. And bollocks tangent. Yeah, we didn't want any tap jets, I'm afraid, lads. Some more Rangers would be nice. However, anyway, that siege worm is going to be annoying. So we'll keep our Rangers on station for the moment and have our combat rover go in as sort of fast interdiction force, sort of clean up on a sort of whistle stop and we're good sort of thing. 3 damage, barely worth it. Rebase it to Georgetown. You're going to need site. Don't have that. Okay, let's keep this moving. A vivarium, bit and sweet. Autoplant, yes. We're trying to curb production growth for the moment because, well, we really don't have the spare happiness to boot. And when Rupert's Land develops, we'll have even less to boot. It's just also a pity I can't double stack workers to get things done quicker, but, well, old world civ problems, am I right? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, sorry about being a bit quiet. I've had a few stomach upsets recently and then my voice isn't still great. But the show must go on, even if the show is run by a completely inept, manically depressed British person who is struggling to maintain sanity. You know, just like every other person. Let's see. He'd require one. So, if we can keep our Rangers forward, however, and we can tell our Marines to get their bums over there as a sort of fallback, we might not need any more units, but a bit of extra firepower in reserve won't exactly hurt. Not mentioned, however, if I move them to there, they'll be prone to attack from there. But I can open fire on them from there. Keep things moving, as it were. Okay? Combat rover can't do anything for this turn. The biofuel plant, on the other hand, that's useful. Got some nice resources coming in there. And the fact that they've attacked has just given us a nice way in with a little luck. I said a little luck. Not we are overwhelmed with luck, more a case of we actually have a damn chance. Now, if our rover can just get there and hold position while our marine recoups, we might be able to clear that up. And once we've cleared that up, we can then send a bloke there, stop it from reforming, and we divert our military elsewhere. We've got a new unit, so let's get the gunners upgraded. 5 heal per turn. That will be extremely useful. And it'll keep our rovers moving too. The Marines will flank outwards, stopping them from basically getting too problematic. Now attack. Now we said we were going for genetic design and alien genetics, then alien life forms, genetic mapping, enough to get the Supremacy back up. After that it'll probably be autonomous systems, and we'll play it by ear from there. But basically our plan right now is to take care of that nest and all the alien bads around it. I didn't say it would be easy. Oh, you did not. They did not just leave their lesson. Lesson 1 of anything involving military tactics. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Lesson number 2 of military tactics. Always have more firepower than the other guy. But now that that alien nest is cleared, we can basically tell our blokes to sort of fall back. We can be a bit more laissez-faire about it, whatever that means. It's French. So, yeah. We've got some more gunners coming in. Avalon's got 8 turns. Rupert's Land, probably not got anywhere near as many turns as we'd like. But yeah. Our combat rover is dead, but it doesn't really matter as we've taken care of it. See if we can get him to fall back in extra time. Ooh, 10 hit points. That is not good. And the only places that don't have miasma are there. But, hey, 3 solar collector. Yeah, that's a fair trade. Anyway, get them moving. Gunners are going to put some more fire on the wolf beetle, see if we can postpone it a bit. Now that we've got a solar collector though, launch that around Avalon, keep that going. Cover up some nice solar energy. Still a bit short on happiness though, so that might have to be on the back burner. But we've got 5 turns till Cyto Nursery kicks in, and 3 turns till Rupert Land grows. So we could make this, I suppose. It'll be a bit rough and a bit gruff, but we could. Okay. Now then. We can't get anything out of the desert because, well, desert. So we're going to tell that guy to go back to doing what he was doing by simply patching up the road to Rupert's Land. And then from there, yeah, stress towards alien life. What's ours is yours. Yeah, suddenly it started giving blackouts on the leader screens. I don't know why. I really don't know why. If I knew why, I'd be able to do something, but I don't. Anyway, let's just clear out down here. And, well, get an expeditionary force going, I suppose. Have you down there to stop anyone from getting to... The Indians are getting a bit annoyed that we're going gung-ho on the aliens. Not that I care, because they're aliens and they shouldn't attack first. Anyway. Keep them rolling. We've got 4 turns to Rupert's Land, but 2 turns to the Cycle Nursery. So we should actually be able to get a little bit of an edge in. Just a little bit. I know somebody's probably going, Jacob, why didn't you build a blooming clinic in Avalon? Simple. I already have a clinic there. Oh, veterancy? Yeah, sure. Always discipline. Always. Anyway, get the Gene Garden back up. Have you down there to keep an eye on healing. And just generally start a production train going. Another worker probably won't go amiss, because we've still got a blooming siege worm at Beagle Station. We should probably get something up for that. It's not exactly like it's in the way though, so we'll just let it plunk away quite happily, being incompetent. And let's reset production. 24 turns, I know, bit sucky, but at least we've got some health in there now. And we've got some blooming money coming in too, which is nice. We'll just keep some troops going. We really need to get that genetic bonus up as quickly as possible. Partially so I can stop the Russians from expanding there, even though that might only be sort of enough room for 2 cities. I'll still need to deny them it by a forward settle. Anyway, let's see. Get a clinic up as fast as you can. That's an order. As we can't really do anything else around Avalon. Actually, I'm thinking we'll scratch that, make that an Earth relic. We're going to get our secondary worker to try and boost production as best we can. Now, as our combat rovers have sighted enemies, we could be in for a bit of a nice scrap. See, this is where I really want a gunboat. Just go toot toot.
Do you change this?
I said toot toot, sail around there, check everything out, get a rough idea of the shape of the continent, and from there, basically figure out where we can turtle down, where the good spots are, and, well, just go from there, really. We've still forgotten to get geophysics done, but that's okay. As long as we can just get our troops through that little bit of miasma there, we should be good. Get a gunner out at Newfoundland to take care of that siege worm. And our worker will take care of that. Good quest decisions. Fusion creation, that'll be a good thing. More energy, always good. Now 5 is not exactly terrible. We haven't got a production problem yet, and growth's on a bit of a down low, so we could still bring ourselves back from this if we are careful. Keyword, if. And this is me we're talking about. I'm about as careful as a drunk man in a kebab shop. Anyway, let's think. You're going to need to stay down there for the moment, and you are going to need to get some bloody mines going. You, on the other hand, are going to be on the defensive, as you're going to be the shield for the gunners. If they've got any sense, will currently be healing up right now. We're going to get Newfoundland and Beagle Station to chip in towards the science budget as soon as we can. Okay.
Progress begins with someone saying. Progress begins with...
And there we go. There's the upgrade to armour. Let's see, 20% on flanking or 30% fortified. We need to clear the fortifications. Anyway. You are going to go into the research budget. You are going to keep there. You are going to keep healing, and everyone else is going to, well, see what they can see. Because gunners and armour, that's going to be a good mix. If you can get the mix to stick. Quest decision? Production or energy? More production. Okay, skip that, keep the guys moving. We've still got a health problem, but we can't just throw money at it. Okay, but we've got a clinic coming up in Rupert's Land, 6 turns. It's going to grow in 4 turns, but oh well. Avalon's going to get cultured before long, which again is not exactly a terrible thing. Our worker at Rupert's Land has got a turn before he connects it up to the city, which should hopefully get us a bit more moolah in. Anyway, we've got a gunner at Newfoundland, which is going to take care of that siege worm with any luck. Can't really keep our workers on Beagle Station just yet, as that'd be a bit awkward. But I'd say we're getting out of it. It's sort of 12 turns till genetics, and another 12 for a bit more purity means we should be able to get some. But that level 3 Supremacy has started to basically mean we've actually got some money to play with. Again, not exactly a bad thing. Just gonna work on getting some more production out around there. Nothing major, but anyway, mines. Go back to that. Miners create food. How? Not really. I want to hear your logic on this. I need a good laugh after all the recording errors I've had. Anyway. Anyway, let's see. If I can just get them over to there, we can then start to make a sort of defensive, firepower, defensive, offensive. Okay? Well, that looks to be a coastline, so this could very well be a secondary peninsula. Stop giggling back there. It's a peninsula. It's a geographical term. Look it up. I should just call him Pointy Bitch, shouldn't I? Ah, well. Never mind. Incompetent general is incompetent general. But you're still watching him. Right? Right? Why is it so quiet in here? Okay. Firepower 1. Firepower 2. Rovers move. Oh my god, that's a lot. Fill the miasma. And let's hope we can get some firepower in there double time. Damn, we are going to need it, son. Get a lab up. Gunner's going to start work on that siege worm. It's going to take a while, but I'm confident we'll get it. I'm confident. And then anyway, it's going to basically be, well, keep struggling, keep exploring, and pray to God they don't settle some more bloody alien nests before we can defend them. 8 to... fuck that shit, man. You've got bigger things to do. Beagle Station's in a bit of a backwater at the moment. Make a forward pass maneuver. So you guys are going to need to push north to flank round. Not exactly the best move, but it's about the only one we can do with any degree of sensibility. Now, Rupert's Land has grown. That's not exactly a problem, though. As once that gets a clinic, that should put a dent in it. Again, more veterancy is never to be wasted, ever. Because once that's there, you basically tell our soldiers to move there, and our rovers to do this. Effectively meaning that they could just clear out the area with a bit of luck. Keyword, a bit. I didn't say it was going to be a certainty, though. Actually, that's a mistake. Keep him a little back. Okay. So, that miasma down there has been cleared. Let's get some mining on that basalt. But that's going to be a forest. It's going to be awkward. He's getting a bit worried that we're claiming land too close to him. The aliens are learning, don't go after a bunch of tanks. How the hell are the aliens able to destroy one of my tanks? No, 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 no! Bollocks. I thought it seemed a bit too good to be true, but oh well. Go for a defensive victory there. And tell our gunners to keep firing. Any luck, those guys will be able to traverse around, do some good. Either way, it'll keep the 10 turns for the quarry, 9 turns for a... Jeez. I did not think this one through. Don't need more health right now, but... chitin could be used for production. Anyway, I'm going to need to... once it stops being silly. Yep. Worms being silly. Newfoundland, can you hurry up a bit there, please? It'd be nice to be able to, you know, survive. And, you know, if you could just, you know, stop yourselves from getting shot in the back, that'd be doubly nice. Anyway, virtue. We need happy. Happy, happy, happy. You have no idea how quickly I'm clicking on that right now. Scalable infrastructure. God damn it, I need something with bloody health. Free colonist, no. No. Yes, yes, yes! Oh, damn it, that's going to be a while, I thought. Just looking, seeing what I can do to sort of keep the health situation a bit better. Now that might not be a bad line, as I'm only 2 off. If I produce lots of trade, I should be able to get somewhere. But that's still a long-term plan. That's if the gene banks don't come through. As it stands, they might. Keyword being the might. As in possible. As in it could go either way. Still, clear you. Clear you. Have you lot ready to move into his position? Not to mention, however, I thought I... Nah, well, never mind. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, not exactly the greatest move. I've just realised I'm being awfully quiet in this Let's Play. It's because this is the sort of game where you can't really gabber a lot. Granted, in perspective, probably not the best idea for a blind, but... let's see. Again, more strength, never a bad thing. The gunners are there to provide fire support and shoot anything that moves. Just to, you know, keep the... Let's get an explorer up at Newfoundlands. Simply because it's cheap, it's effective, and we've got work to do down there. That, and we can also sort of garrison them down there and keep the marine sort of on the front line. Now that the marines sort of cleared a bit of house, we can sort of see where they're coming from, ever so slightly. I know telling units to fortify until healed on miasma is sort of a bit of a losing battle, but we can pull it off, I'd say. So once we can clear this line, we can then tell you... Ah, bollocks. Not helpful. And really not helpful. New column. I thought I told you lot to keep a fucking eye on them! You had one job! One job! And you blew it! That's right. You fecked it up! And I want to save our Marines. We don't need to close in a bit. Now, let's see. That's mine, that's mine. We could get a Firaxis mine up. That's still going to be a bit of a long stretch. Heal, heal. Produce some more armour to keep ourselves mobile. Also to help down south. And let's just hope we can get...
What's ours is yours.
Let's just hope we can get the leader portraits working for whatever reason. And again, you are really not missing much. This is basically Ditchwater Dull at the best of times. I'm not even joking. Hit points. I usually want to go for strength, but that's like 20. Recruits and stay around to heal. No idea why the aliens have suddenly gone to a more Half-Life-y colour scheme. Your guess is as good as mine, it seems. And knowing my luck as an alien nest right at the outskirts of my territory, gonna be annoying. Still. Some nice tanks. Clear things up.
How much?
Anyway. On reflection, we're basically now gonna say, yep, we need to basically shoot you guys in the face. And we can't really tell him to charge because we have no idea what's there. However, we can tell him to advance. There's a space and we've got sort of a rough idea. Only a rough idea, but a rough one nonetheless. With any luck, that arm of us, that siege worm, should do some good. Should. But anyway. I did not think this through! I really did not think this through. Okay, do you know what you're going to do? You are going to get your bum out there, sit there and clear the miasma. In an effort to try and stop Johnny Alien from ruining our plans. I said an effort, it doesn't have to necessarily work. Just have some effect. Okay, let's see. Can't exactly get the pre-production started off the bat without a fair bit of trouble. So we'll get an explorer there, we'll call up our plans. And we'll basically continue as we were. Aliens being idiotic, notwithstanding. Good news is they're still healing up for a plan. And you're still healing up. So, our forces are making an impact. Broad approach to research. Keep things nice and wide. We've got Solar Collector working with Avalon. Which is just keeping things nice. We'll just basically clear the miasma from there. Get the units on it. If there's a unit on it, you can't have an alien base on it. Without an alien base, no aliens. Without alien bases, no problems. Again, didn't say it would be easy. Still, we've got a combat rover. We found the enemy base, so we can start making a plan. Namely, kill, 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 kill! And, you know, get some more support in there, double time. That does look like a lot of aliens. However, it's not quite enough. So we can get those gunners to clear those guys. We'll get the explorer to start digging there. Got some more armour rolling in. I thought it's going to be a few turns. A second batch of gunners should clear their side. And from there, well, let's get some more culture in this. And I mean it, we need some culture. Those bloody affinities might just save our arse in the long run, but, well, for it to save our arse, we need to have a plan first. Miasma cleared, excellent. No. We're going to do this sensibly. Close. No, we can't do it that sensibly. We can do it reasonably sensibly, at least. Just enough to stop them from being annoying. We hope. Anyway, this is dragging on to be a rather long episode. So I'll wait for this turn to tick over and see if this guy gets his head blown off. If he doesn't, hallelujah. And as much as I want to go charge and start getting some gene labs up in everywhere, this is where I'm going to call it. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye!